Hi, my name's David McNeil and I'm the Regional Coaching Director for Cairns Hockey. It's great to be on the hockey coaching workshops, and I just wanted to have a chat to you about some observations that have been apparent in our representative programs to date. And one of the things that I do want to talk to you about today is just this transition period. In other words, to the player, what's next? What do I have to do now? And I think from a coaching point of view, we need to understand that these days there's very much an attacking structure and there's very much a defensive structure. And so it's that period where we go from offence to defence or defence from offence that I want us to talk about today as far as coaching is concerned. I've just got a very simple example here where the opposition, for example, are attacking down their right-hand side, and it doesn't really matter who's carrying the ball in this position. Might be an inside forward, might be a centre striker or whatever the case may be. But what's important to note here is that our centre striker and our left striker are starting to work in a defensive pattern as the opposition attacks down their right-hand side, attacking this zone. And what I've noticed with our Cairns representative teams is if we come through this zone and the opposition turn over this ball here, and that might be our left half that makes that tackle, it might be the up fullback that makes that tackle. What happens next isn't quite quick enough. So what happens is that when we get this turnover here, the people around the ball, and particularly these strikers, tend to see it as a time to have a bit of a rest. Beauty, we've got the turnover, now's the time we can have a rest, we'll let the defence sort themselves out and away we go. And what we really want to see happen is that the minute that this ball is turned over, these guys start thinking about their offensive structures. In other words, where do I go? What do I need to do next? So it's not time for a rest. Whistle blows, turnover, go. Go hard to the positions that are requested by the coach to get ourselves into a position where we can hurt the opposition as quickly as we possibly can. So it's not time for a smoko. Let's get on our bikes, get into the position that we need to do so that we can best serve the team. So on the other side of the coin, we also need to address the transition from offence to defence. What we've spoken about just a minute ago was the transition from defence to offence. We just need to look at the other side of the coin. And a perfect example might be where we're travelling down the field on the left-hand side and we decide to transfer the ball from, say, our left midfielder through the midfielder over to our centre half to an overlapping right half, which is a fantastic play these days. So we've got our right striker down on the T-spot looking for a ball, centre striker at the top of the circle, and left striker hovering around the left side of the post looking for that ball across from the right striker or whatever the case may be. But we turn it over here. We turn it over. So what do we do next? And this is what's important here with our coaching is what are the instructions we're giving our players now? So once again, it's not time for the right half to sit there and just have a bit of a break. You might like to leave the right half there, and you might like to say to the left half, right, we're going to tuck in here, the up fullback goes to here, and our centre back pops in here. You might say that the inside forward has to take the right half spot, and the right half drifts into the midfield channel. All we're talking about is knowing and coaching the players to know what they do in certain situations. The opposition might want to transfer the ball out and get down here quickly. What are your coaching philosophies as far as counter-attacking that? We could sit here for hours on a whiteboard and discuss the positioning of the players and where they need to be in each circumstance. However, what we do need to do as coaches is to think about, okay, we have a transition, what's next for the players? So we're very much talking about structure, for turnovers, and that's what's important for us.